Chapter 6. Growing Plants. All living organisms produce young ones of their own kind by a process known as reproduction. Plants reproduce by seeds, spores or other parts like stems, roots or leaves. Reproduction from seeds. Most flowering plants like rice, mustard and mango grow from seeds. Flower is the reproductive organ of these plants. Flowers develop into fruits which contain seeds. Plants may produce one, a few or many seeds. Structure of a seed. All seeds consist of three parts. They are seed coat, cotyledons, and embryo. Seed coat is the hard, outer covering of the seed that protects the seed leaves. Cotyledons are the seed leaves. They provide food to the baby plant or embryo and also protect it. Some seeds like maize and rice have one cotyledon. Seeds like peanuts and kidney bean, rajma, have two cotyledons. Embryo is the baby plant inside the seed. When conditions are favorable, it forms a seedling. Germination. The process of seed growing into seedling is called germination of seed. It needs air, water and warmth of the sunlight to germinate. A seed needs oxygen from the air to breathe. Water softens the seed coat. This changes the food stored in the cotyledons into a soluble form so that the embryo can use it. Sunlight is necessary for a seed to germinate. On getting the right conditions, the embryo becomes active and grows. It first grows downwards as a tiny root to form the radicle. This forms the root system. Then, a tiny shoot grows upwards to form the plumule. This forms the shoot system. Seed dispersal. Dispersal is the scattering of seeds away from the parent plant. If all seeds fall and germinate close to each other, the seedlings will compete for space, water, light and nutrients. The scattering of seeds to far-off places is called dispersal. Seeds can be dispersed by wind, air, explosion or animals. Some seeds are small and light. They can be carried away by wind. Seeds like sycamore have wings to carry them away. Seeds like dandelion, granny's hair, have tufts of hair that help them to float in air. Plants that grow near water have fruit and seeds that can float on water. Most fruits have a husk covering to protect the seeds from getting wet. The seeds and fruit of lotus, water lily and coconut are dispersed by water. Some fruits burst open when ripe, scattering the seeds. Pods of beans and peas, balsam fruits and rubber fruit scatter their seeds by explosion. The fruits of some plants have hooks, spines or stiff hair. They stick to the fur of animals passing by or the clothes of humans and get dispersed. For example, the fruit of cocklebur has spines. Some fruits are eaten by animals and birds and the seeds are passed out of the animal's body along with the fasces. Thus, animals become the carriers of plant seeds. Reproduction from spores. Plants like ferns, mosses and mushrooms have small seed-like structures called spores under their surface. These spores give rise to new plants when the conditions are favorable. Reproduction from other parts. Many plants reproduce from their other parts. This type of reproduction is called vegetative propagation. From stems. Rose, sugarcane and money plant can grow from their stem cuttings. Potato and ginger are underground stems with buds on them at certain points. These buds grow into new plants. From roots. Roots help in reproduction. Buds appear on the roots of plants like sweet potato, dahlia and yam. These root cuttings can give rise to new plants. From leaves. Leaves of begonia and bryophyllum grow buds on their edges. On coming in contact with damp soil, new plants grow from these buds. Origin of some plants. Different types of plants are grown in Bharat. Some of these plants originated in Bharat, but many of them were brought from other countries and grown in Bharat. For example, tea was discovered in China in 2700 BC and they started growing it because of its medicinal value and taste. It was brought to Bharat by the Britishers. Tea plant can grow well in places where air is warm, humidity is high and plenty of rainfall occurs. In Bharat, the places favorable for the growth of tea are Darjeeling, Assam and some parts of southern Bharat. Today, Bharat is one of the largest tea producers in the world. Some other examples of common plants which originated in places other than Bharat are potato, tomato and peanut are from South America, coffee came from Ethiopia and watermelon from South Africa. Let's recall. Number 1. Plants reproduce to leave behind more species of their kind. Flowering plants reproduce mainly through seeds. Number 2. Seed coat, cotyledons, and embryo are the three main parts of a seed. Number 3. The process by which a seed grows in a seedling is called germination. Number 4. There are different agents of dispersal of seeds, wind, water, and animals. Number 5. Some plants also reproduce through other parts of their body like roots, leaves, and stems. This is called vegetative propagation. Number 6. Not all plants have originated in Bharat. Some have originated in far-away countries.